Did you say it's bubbling?
Yeah. It mounts there.
That's so cool. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm kind of bummed and annoyed with myself.
It was the night before Thanksgiving, and all was well in the world and nice and quiet. And then I had the great idea to go ahead and install a supercharger kit on my Cadillac. Well, 27 hours later that night, and we're not able to do that, and I was exhausted, and I had to go meet up the family right afterwards. Well then, months and days and weeks went by, and we've had many issues and challenges along the way. Parts didn't fit right, blown the coolant hose, then we had transmission fluid burst out of the coolant hose as well for the trans, and then we also had error messages along the way. Manual mode didn't even work either, and a bad tune file as well. But forget all that now, everybody, because we are finally and officially here. No more blown air hoses as well, because today's the day we're gonna tune the Cadillac CTS. What's going on, everybody? You're watching GTSam. I'm Sam, and we're down here now with the tuning place that went ahead and accepted my challenge here to tune a supercharged V6, because before all that, I called many places for many days and all were rejected because I wasn't a V8. But Frank Smith over here at Tuning Tech took on the challenge, and I am very excited and happy to be here because we should be able to get some amazing results. And you know what? We're gonna be kind of dying trying, because whatever happens here today, whether it's tuned and it's gonna run amazingly, or if something blows up, then okay, that's fine, because we didn't come this far for nothing. So I'm really excited to see what happens, and I think it's all gonna be really good, because Frank is one of the top, best professionals in the country. And so I am very eager to be here and get started on this, because right behind you is where we got pulled into. So move out of the way, we're coming through.
We gotta go ahead and activate the room to the proper temperature and humidity level from outside to inside and accurate readings. If you're getting your car all tuned up, you guys can hang out, play some drums, and like get the smoker going there with some barbecue. I guess you can work on your car too with the lift here. And oh yeah, you got some speakers over here too, everybody. Yeah, so apparently this is the place to be on some days, or most days, or well, all days. I mean, this place is pretty sweet though. Nice sized garage. I wouldn't mind having a size like this one someday. Someday, maybe. Maybe. So I think you're gonna start rolling it. We're gonna do a first kind of pull, I guess. Just so you know, he cleared the code beforehand, and now he's giving it I guess a small run. Maybe to get things configured. We'll just find out.
Yes?
Yeah.
The ceramic stuff works really well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, some of the stuff
It'll bring it around.
Right now we're trying to get HV tuners all connected up with my dongle now to his computer. Read some of the data. First off, start with the basics.
No, long-term fuel pressure.
Oh, yeah.
40%.
Yeah, I saw a lot of that.
On one side, like your long-term fuel. Low voltage on bank 1 sensor 2. You have cats on it?
Yeah, the cats are still there.
Okay. So then I got low voltage on bank 1 sensor 2, which is the sensor behind the cat.
What he's essentially is saying is that we have a problem with the O2 sensors, possibly. Now remember, I went ahead and had the clutch plate replaced because it was cracked. And they had to modify the exhaust, move it down, move it out of the way. They could have nicked something, they could have hit something, or they could have not put it back properly. They could have literally crossed our wires. So now we are at a little bit of a crossroads here on what to do. Whipping out the laptop that had the old information on there for one of the tunes. And then we're going to see get next. I don't know. There's some things he's not worried about, but now we're showing up with some issues with this, and this could be kind of concerning. So, yeah, what does that mean? I don't know. Do we have to get under there and do something about it? Maybe. We'll see. She's idling good. All right, so the situation is he came out and he just like, he's like, hey, look, finally went well. Like, what'd you do? Well, he just did some tinkering with the map sensoring and stuff like that, and we might have some results. Listen to it, it's idling like perfect now. Finally, how long that take?
When the bracket mounts to the side of the head, you see it's bubbling.
Oh yeah, it says
Why is it
bubbling?
doing that? Why is it doing that? Now, hold on.
Did you say it's bubbling?
Yeah, bubbles. Right where this bracket mounts there.
Oh yeah. Oh, are you sure it's not like there's some liquid behind it? It's like almost like the vibrations are like squeezing.
No, it's the oil that's running off.
Sorry.
All this is all wet. It's getting in between there, and
Right.
then you're getting heat.
Right.
And this is a different rate of rolling than that is. And my guess is if I put a wrench on this, it's not tight, and it's basically oozing out the oil that's been inside the threads. How was the betting guy?
Some things, questionable things on the engine right now, and we can't do any pulls. Sadness. I'm glad about this though. This is good because we don't exactly want the engine throwing around grenading. Okay everyone, we're in the Cadillac. We're going for a test drive now because we've got a nice bass to Unish. I don't even really call it a tune, but we gotta go around, see how it sounds, see how it drives. So here we go. Faster startup, that's for sure. So we're smooth, but we got the check engine light flashing right now, and it's still cutting out. So I'm not too surprised. All right, we just gotta stop. He's not having it. At least it sounds cool. Let's just get back to the shop. Oh man, we're even worse! Oh no! Ah, sweet Lord, mercy on my soul. Get out of here, man. Okay, how do I just turn everything off? I don't know. There's something on or off. But again. Alright, we're back in action. She's needing a little reset there, but nah, it's not happening. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm kind of bummed and annoyed with myself. I don't know. In the wrong lane to make a U-turn too, so that's nice. So I took it out, and the idle's great. So, but then if I gave it like just a little bit of gas and started to, you know, lose, started to kind of cut out, and then went to limp mode. Okay.
Basically thinks the car is like on runaway mode because it's expecting to see this much power, and then the car's pushing this much power. So the car's like, oh, the throttle body must be stuck open, something's wrong. And so it like shuts everything down.
Right.
Later.
We are here once again at the tuning tech over in Maryland here. It's a beautiful, bright day. We have a couple cars hanging out here. I'll show you around in just a moment. So he's working with somebody with a Kia Stinger GT, really cool car. And so then, hopefully I'm next. But this is just how the process is. You just hang out and kind of have fun until then. But anyways, let me show you some of these cool cars and some concepts that are hanging around. BMW M3 is already pretty sweet, and it's already going to get some crazy upgrades over here. Now what you have over here, you have a built transmission. You got new body parts and new engine components, but then you come over to this massive stuff. These are the rears. Those are the front. Look at this. Man, I'm not touching it, don't worry. Holy crud. It's as big as my head, but these rear ones are huge. And then these ones, even bigger again. Here's my hand in comparison.
This is insane. This is like thousands of parts. What a machine that is gonna be. Went ahead and looked at this part here. So this one's like 4 bars. I think the one in my car is, well, less. I think it's like 1.5 or 2. I'm not sure, but you can't even use it. And it's not gonna work on this whole map apparently. I'm not sure completely what that means, but I trust them and we're going for what we can get out of this. So that part may have been just useless, honestly. Guess we'll find out.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I think all they're doing is replacing the pulley? Dang. Man, you don't have a lot of people like him around anymore. This genuine, it's more straightforward to your face for one thing. And is actually able to have the skills to be able to do all this. So, if you find a good tuner, stick with them. Oh man, that is clean.
It's a little dusty, but...
Oh yeah. Wow.
I'm nervous and shaking right now. I'm super excited. This is the first pull. We're gonna do a light one, see what happens. Kind of watch the screens here a little bit. Rear shocks and struts are bad. Figures. Of course, I was gonna bring it to the shop here soon, so I got to take care of next. Yeah, it's always something. What was that? Oh no, that didn't like that. Crap, that went in the limp mode. Pretty cool. That was the first run. That was the second one he just did. That's what we're looking for. That's pretty good. I mean, the line looks pretty consistent, I would say, in my book. I mean, that's me, but that's not bad. Wow. Did you see that smoke that poofed out of there?
I'm done. That's as far as I'm going. All the bushes in the rear end are wore out.
Yeah.
It's walking around everywhere, and I'm not gonna get the thing to walk off. It's nice and flat and smooth. I'm not leaning on it anymore.
It looked like it.
I got a good tune. It's almost 400 to the tire, almost 400 torque.
Yeah, no, that looks good, honestly. It's pretty good.
What do they make to the top, to the engine?
Didn't mention, I think it was like 315, 320.
That's 250 to the tire. That's 394.
Is that?
That's 394 to the tire.
No way. Shoot. That felt really good for a second. Tired now. It's been almost 5 hours. I don't know, yo. I don't know. If we floor it, then we got a problem, and we redline. If we don't, I think we're good. Alright, let's get back to the shop, and let's kind of reconvene.
Well, it's been a little bit of time, and we made it back to the shop, and after some work and evaluation on it, we were still getting issues with the limping home mode once we get to redline or hit redline, and also no sport manual shifting mode. Now, this is no way on Frank in any way, shape, or form. This has been before him, and still is happening after him. He's checked it over things, I checked over things, we made some adjustments, and still, we're getting the same results with that. We are getting a crazy amount of power, which is amazing, but I don't use it to full capacity, and we're just not sure where to go from here right now. Have you ever had to experience something like this? If you have, or have any thoughts or ideas, leave some comments down below. But if you also like today's video, leave some comments down below, and make sure you leave a thumbs up right there, case as well. And guys, if you want more content on this video, want to stay up to date, make sure you subscribe for more content quite like this and so much more on the supercharged Cadillac, the Rhino. Now, if you want like a shirt like this and others also, make sure you check out my merch store in the link down below. If you haven't want to know what tools I use to work on this whole build, I got some links down below as well. You can go ahead and use the links to purchase some of these items. Now guys, I really appreciate your time, and this has been an amazing ride so far, and I love the car, and it's so much fun, and we're going to try and make it better than ever. So keep on watching, and guys, thank you so much again for watching. This is GTSam. I'm going to catch you next time.